the blood drinker. In the heart of a forgotten town, surrounded by dense forests and misty hills, there lived whispers of a creature that fed not on food or water, but on blood. The villagers never dared to speak his name aloud. They only called him the Atom Core. The town was old, its cobblestone streets cracked and uneven, its houses leaning toward one another as if sharing secrets. Life here was quiet but uneasy. People locked their doors before sunset, nailed their windows shut, and forbade their children from wandering outside. For decades, something had stalked them, something ancient, something that never died. Jack, a young man of 25, had grown up hearing these tales. His father used to tell him about bodies found in the fields, pale and drained, with 2 puncture marks on their necks. Sometimes whole families vanished, their homes left untouched except for streaks of blood. Jack thought they were exaggerations, but when his cousin disappeared, leaving behind crimson drops that led into the forest and ended abruptly, he began to believe. One autumn evening, the town gathered at the square. The mayor, an old, trembling man, stood on the stage. "It has returned," he said, voice quaking. "The Atom Core walks among us again." Panic spread. Mothers clutched their children tighter. Men clenched their fists, though their faces were pale. Jack stood at the edge of the crowd, heart pounding. The mayor continued, "We must hunt it before it hunts us." A hunting party was formed, brave men armed with rifles, torches, and wooden stakes. Jack, against his better judgment, joined them. Perhaps it was grief for his cousin, or perhaps darker, a need to face the nightmare. The night was still when they set out. The forest loomed, black and endless. The hunters whispered prayers, though none admitted it. Hours passed as they moved deeper, the air growing colder. And then they found it, a body. It lay sprawled across the roots of an oak tree, eyes wide open, mouth frozen in a scream. The chest was torn apart, ribs cracked open as if by monstrous hands. Blood soaked the earth, but not a drop remained in the corpse. Someone gagged, but before they could recover, a sound broke the silence, soft, wet, deliberate. Torches swung around. There, crouched by another victim, was a figure. At first glance, it looked human. A tall man, shoulders broad, hair black as night. But when he lifted his face, the hunters recoiled. His eyes glowed crimson, his mouth smeared with blood, and from his lips protruded fangs. The Atom Core. With a roar, he lunged. One man was seized by the throat and lifted like a rag doll. Bones cracked, blood sprayed, and in seconds he was discarded. Panic erupted. Shots were fired. Torches dropped. The forest blazed with chaos. Jack ran. He didn't remember choosing to. His legs simply carried him. He stumbled over roots, dodged branches, but the screams behind him never stopped. Every few seconds, another shriek was cut short. At last, silence. Jack pressed against a tree, chest heaving. He peeked around the trunk. Nothing. Then a voice, low and close, breathed against his ear. "Running won't save you." Jack spun. The Atom Core stood inches from him, eyes gleaming, blood dripping down his chin. Jack's scream stuck in his throat. The creature smiled, exposing its fangs. Before it struck, a shot rang out. The Atom Core hissed and vanished. Jack turned to see one of the hunters, an older man, wounded but alive, lowering his rifle. "Run, boy," the man rasped. "Run." They fled back to the village. By dawn, only 5 hunters returned out of 20. Days turned to weeks. The Atom Core struck again and again. Farmers vanished from fields, travelers were found as husks, livestock drained. Fear consumed the village. Jack couldn't sleep. Every creak, every brush of wind against the window made his skin crawl. He began to see things, shadows moving, eyes in the dark. He told himself it was paranoia, but deep down he knew the Atom Core was watching him. One night, he woke to a faint tapping on his window. Heart racing, he approached. Through the glass, he saw his cousin's face. pale, gaunt, eyes lifeless yet burning with red light. Jack stumbled back. The cousin smiled, lips parting to reveal fangs. Then the window shattered. The Atom Core stepped inside, taller than Jack remembered, body rippling with unnatural strength. "You smell just like him," the monster said, licking his lips. "Family blood tastes the same." Jack bolted, but the creature was faster. A clawed hand seized him by the neck, lifting him off the ground. His lungs burned, fangs brushed against his skin. Then the church bell rang. The Atom Core froze, snarling. With inhuman speed, he hurled Jack aside and vanished. Jack realized then, the Atom Core feared something. The bell had driven him away. Determined, Jack sought help from an old woman known for dark legends. She listened silently, then leaned close. "You cannot kill him easily," she said, "but there is a way." She handed him a dagger, its blade black and cold. "Forged in cursed fire," she explained. "Pierce his heart with this, and only then will he fall." That night, Jack set a trap. He smeared his own blood across the forest trail, leading to the ruins of an abandoned mill. There he waited, dagger in hand, heart hammering. The Atom Core emerged, crimson eyes gleaming, fangs bared. "Brave," he said with a cruel smile, "but foolish." He lunged. Jack dodged, dagger flashing. Man against monster, the air filled with snarls. Jack slashed, grazing the creature's flesh. The Atom Core howled, black blood spilling, sizzling on the ground. "You think you can kill me?" the monster roared. "I have drained kings and warriors. I have bathed in the blood of armies." He struck Jack, sending him crashing into the wall. Pain exploded through Jack's body, but he clutched the dagger. The Atom Core approached, savoring victory. Jack waited until the last second. As the creature bent, fangs bared for the killing bite, Jack drove the dagger upward with all his strength. The blade pierced the Atom Core's heart. A scream erupted, monstrous and echoing. The creature convulsed, black blood pouring. His eyes widened in disbelief. "No, I cannot." With a final shudder, the Atom Core collapsed. His body withered, crumbling into ash. Jack staggered out of the ruins, dagger clutched in his hand. Dawn broke, sunlight spilling across the trees. For the first time in months, the village would wake without fear. But as Jack looked at the dagger, a chill ran down his spine. The black blade pulsed faintly, as if alive. And in the whisper of the wind, he swore. He heard a voice low, hungry, promising blood will always call to blood. Jack shivered. The Atom Core was gone, but something told him this was not the end.